Welcome to another edition of Scholar Teacher Academy Spotlight. We are here today with Nolana Marr. Nolana, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be here.
Oh, I'm glad you're part of this this program this year. There's a lot of stuff happening today, so our viewers will see a lot of stuff going on in the background. We have the Optimist Club here today, taking a tour of this great facility. Tell me a little about Nolana. How are you, and what kind of drew you to this program?
Well, I want to be a teacher, which I kind of figured out my junior year. I think a lot of it was I heard my mom. She works at a KCPS school. She's an interpreter, and just hearing a lot of those kids' stories and everything, I just felt like I could make an impact in education, and I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And so then this program popped up, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. And it's been great. I've enjoyed it.
So what have you learned so far? I mean, this is our first year with the Scholar Teacher Academy, but you've been out in the buildings taking a look at things. You've been a student, now you've seen from teachers' office. What have you learned?
I've learned a lot. A lot of it has been more about like curriculum. Multicultural education was our last semester, and learning about how different cultures kind of influence the school and how we need to include all of those cultures in our curriculum, not just because it's their month, like right now it's Black History Month, but just all the time. Just that way the students can see themselves in the curriculum. I thought that was really important and really cool to learn about. We've also, in the classroom, you just learn so much about what it takes to be a teacher. Because teachers do so much more than just plan lessons. They make relationships. They have to remember not only what they're going to teach that day, but how they're going to connect with a specific student that day. And just learning that and learning how much thought teachers put behind that is just crazy to me. And designing curriculums that will interact with the students and have the students be engaged is also super important.
Earlier, you made one major life decision already about where you're attending college.
Yes.
And a major, you want to pursue English education.
Yes.
Why English?
I love reading. It is my favorite pastime. I am definitely a qualified book nerd. I love reading, love books, that, and I love writing. And I just feel like writing is that one way where students who may be quiet and shy can really still be heard.
Yes.
And I want to give all the students the ability to feel like, they're heard and they're seen and that they matter.
Yes, that's excellent. So if you were to recommend a book to high school students, what would you recommend? What are some of your top choices?
Okay. Right now, I'm reading a book called The Book Thief. That one's really good. Don't ask me for others' names because I don't remember them. Where the Crawdads Sing is another really good one. There's so many.
That's fine.
The Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe is really good. There's so many really good books.
Those are some good titles.
Yeah.
So earlier this year, you did a project about creating your educational philosophy.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what your educational philosophy is and why you want to get into teaching.
I think it's definitely evolved. Because at the beginning of the year, I had never been in the classroom, and now being in the classroom, it's definitely changed. Some things are definitely the same though, like how I want to put my students' needs over the curriculum and just kind of not teach them what the curriculum tells them. Obviously, continue to help them learn, but if the curriculum isn't helping them anymore, then I don't think that should be my top priority. I think my students should always be my top priority. That and just creating a safe environment and being welcoming. You never know what's happening in those kids' homes or what's happening outside of your classroom. Maybe your classroom is the only place where they feel like they can really be themselves and where they can really be safe. And I just wanted to make sure that I create that environment for them.
It sounds like you've learned a lot this year.
Yes.
About an effective classroom. Good for you. So you've seen it now on both sides. Big aha moments that you thought, my gosh, I never knew teachers had to do this, or my golly, teachers really work hard doing this, or what have you seen from that perspective?
I think a lot of teachers work hard when it comes to just designing that curriculum for their students. like just this week, my mentor teacher, Miss Young, at East, is developing a relay race for her students for math, which is just like, I never did anything like that. And but like for her class and the students that she has, like it'd be perfect for them because they're all very high energy kids. They're all wanting to get up, move, do something. And so doing an activity where they get to do that is just, it's going to really help their learning in that way.
So you've seen a lot of good ideas then too.
Yes.
Excellent. Nolana, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Best of success to you next year at Grand Canyon University. And someday, maybe you can come back to Ray-Pec and teach for us.
Yes.
The deal?
We'll see when I get there.
Okay, you might want to stay in the Southwest. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I don't know yet.
Thank you,
But
Nolana. Appreciate
yeah,
it.
of course.
Ray-Pec community, that was Nolana Marr. Here, our Scholar Teacher Spotlight of the Month. Tune in next time. We'll have another special guest. Until then, keep smiling, and we'll see you soon.